Hey buddy, yeah, I'm doing one of these things, where I'm animating or drawing in the past, and then I'm talking over it in the future. Technically not the future anymore, since now it's a video and you're listening to it, but you know what I mean. So I've kind of always wanted to do one of these kinds of videos. I know they're very popular on YouTube with a lot of artists, but for some reason I never did, because, I guess recording myself doing animations or drawing is just like, it's too much work. I'm already doing all this. But what especially inspired me to do this was watching Trevor's, aka Studio Bunny's, podcast art-related video things. They're called What's the Point, and I'll see if I can link them in the video description for you guys to go listen to, because they're really nice. In fact, they're really funny. I really enjoyed the second one. I think it's about childhood. Some of the stuff is so funny. But anyway, so the purpose for this was really kind of just me trying to be more comfortable with you guys. I've always felt a little distant. I don't really know why. I think it's because I strictly don't talk about my life that much on here, and all you guys know about me is I draw and animate. I just thought doing some of these would be kind of fun, and I was thinking about making them a series. Don't know if I will yet. I guess I'll have to wait and see how this does. Though, even if it doesn't do all that well, if I feel like doing it again, I'm going to do it. I don't know, I've never let the numbers influence my should I or shouldn't I. It feels a little pointless for that to be my only reason for doing things. I mean, of course I want to make you guys smile, but overall, I want to feel like crap. So, like, if I want to do something, I'll do something, and if I don't want to do something, I won't do something. Anyway, I guess I'll just have to see how I'm feeling in the future. So yeah, I gotta find topics to talk about. I wanted to do this in the first place, not only because I was inspired by Trevor's videos, but I had a really good story for you guys, and it actually has to do with my recent haircut. I haven't really been updating my profile pictures yet in many places because I don't have any good drawings of my new hair just yet. But it's blonde, it's like shaved in the back, and on the top it's kind of swoopy. It's a lot of fun and I love it. It's like I pet the back of my head and like, wow, this is the first time I've ever had like shaved head type of deal. I mean, it's not like to the skin short, it's more like a buzz cut type of deal in the back. I've never had that. I tried to look for pictures for a long time because I just wanted a pixie cut. It was gonna be like the whole thing, just about as long as the top of my hair is. I couldn't find too many pictures of what I was really looking for, and I happened to find this one of this person with basically really awesome hair, and I really wanted it. And I didn't even notice that the back was kind of like buzz cut. So I went in and the lady took a look at the pictures I brought in, and she was like, oh, this is so cool and edgy, and I love doing this type of deal. She said that she liked doing more different hairstyles, even though she was kind of older. And she actually mentioned that to me. She was like, I bet you were scared when you came in and saw an old lady was gonna do your hair. And I was like, well, yeah, I didn't really assume she was gonna be all like, oh, you can't buzz your hair. But anyway, what I wanted to really get into in this story was actually the hairdresser. But I do have to say, like, this is the first time I've ever been to a hair salon, like, been in and gotten a cut there. I went in there 2 weeks before I got the cut to make an appointment. Well, I was there to make my friend's appointment with her. But it inspired me to make an appointment later, which I did. But yeah, this is my first professional cut. So, it was pretty cool. I went in, and she had me sit down. I actually specifically wanted to get a cut on the same day as my friend, and we made an appointment for like the same day, same general hour. And I went in, and all the seats next to my friend, because she had half an hour earlier appointment, all of them were taken, and she had a friend actually with her to sit with her as she had her hair done. And I was just like, oh man, because the lady who's doing my hair, she was like, okay, let's go over here, and it was like clear across the other side of the salon, and I was like, oh, I wanted to talk. But yeah, as I sat there, we started, it was mostly silent because I'm just kind of a silent person. She ended up asking me what I do, and I told her, well, I'm an animator, and she was so excited. And I was just like sitting there like, I am. But yeah, she asked about what I did, and I was telling her about Magical Girl School, and I did get into Magical Girl School specifically, because she asked me what my series was about. So I went in and talked about that for a little while, and she was like, okay, well, how old are you? Did blah blah, did you go to the school around here? And I was like, yeah, I went. And she was like, oh, when did you graduate? And I was like, 2014. And she was like, oh, my son graduated in 2015. I was like, oh yeah? Who's your son? And it turns out I dated her son. So I was sitting there, and I was like, as soon as she said the name, I was like, oh, really? Low-key freaking out in my head, like, wait a minute, I dated him, oh no. And I was just sitting there like, oh really, I knew him. And my big mouth decided to go and say, yeah, I was in the school plays with him. I don't know if you remember the specific plays. I told her which ones. And she was like, oh, I don't remember, but I went to all of them. And so I was sitting there telling her more about how I knew him. And I desperately did not want to tell her that I dated him, because it was a very short-lived relationship, and a lot of things went wrong and bad. But I'm sitting there thinking, as she's cutting my hair, I know things about this woman that are so deep and dark. I'm just sitting there like, I can't believe this. How did this happen? I ended up texting one of my friends as I was getting my hair done. I was my mind was everywhere, and I was just like, all caps texting, like, I just found out my hairdresser's son, like, I dated him. It was so bizarre that this happened to happen. Like, of all things, of all people, why did it have to be me going in? Why did it have to be her doing my hair? Why did it have to be that person that I dated? Why? Just why? But she was super, super nice, and I already knew that because I was at her house a few times. Another funny thought I had running in my mind, I was like, I've been in this woman's house, and she doesn't even know who I am. I think I saw her once, and I had dinner with them. I can't remember much of it because that was high school, it was a while ago, and my memory's really bad. So, it was such an event. And I really wanted to tell someone about it, but I didn't want to go into group chats and be like, guess what just happened, guys? So, mainly, the main purpose of this video, besides being the first video of art plus podcast in the back, you know, main thing was I wanted to tell someone about this thing that happened to me, like, I think last week. No, actually, it was 4 days ago. Huh, it feels like forever ago. It feels like it's been forever since I've had this hair. But, yeah. So, I think I've been talking long enough now. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, and I'll take that into account when I make another one. Though, I will have to say, it was kind of hard thinking of what to say for this video. I mean, I had the story, but I needed more to talk about, you know? So, if you want, you can leave a topic in the comments below, and I'll see about talking about it. You could ask me to talk about JU, you could ask me to talk about a cartoon show. I will say I won't take any topics that are too deep. I don't want these videos to be really that negative. I mean, maybe some things sometimes, but I don't like negativity in general. I like to try to stay positive and keep moving forward. So please, if you do have me talk about something, try to make sure it's nothing like, I don't know, bad. But yeah, basically anything you can think of that's not negative. I'll take all topics into account, and I'll see what I should talk about next time if I do decide to do this again. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. It was a lot of fun to make this. It took a lot of preparation. I just realized as I was recording this, I was like, wow, I had to do a lot for just this one little animation. But I think it was worth it. Especially since this is for Jaden Unshaken Scene 1 of Episode 1, it helps me continue to work on it, and I guess it gives you guys a little taste of what the first episode is going to have. I believe all these, if I do more of these videos, they're probably all going to be consisting of Jaden Unshaken animations. I might do random drawings sometimes, instead, so that there's a little variety and you're not completely spoiled on the episode. But in general, yeah, I think I'm done here. Thanks for listening, thanks for getting this far, thanks for all your support, I love all of you, and I'm just so happy to be here doing drawings for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.